Hi, my name's Kristen if you don't know, and I'm kind of deciding to put this on recording, like video, more to hold myself accountable. Over the last year and a half, I've tried to start really focusing on my fitness and my health. It started as a way to kind of get ready for my wedding, and then after that to be able to pass the new Army fitness test. So I've always been bare minimum. You know, I've failed like the Army weight portion. At my height, I have to be 163 pounds, which I have not been 163 pounds in a very long time, probably about 10 years. But then if you fail the weight portion, then you get taped, which is a very archaic method of figuring out body fat. They basically measure our neck, our waist, the smallest part of our waist, and the biggest part of our hips, and do some math calculations, and then they're given a number, like our body fat percentage. And for my age in the military, it has to be under 34? I think it's 34. So I basically, for the most part, minus a 2-year span, after my surgery, always passed that. And then for the PT test, the fitness test, it was push-ups in 2 minutes, sit-ups in 2 minutes, and a 2-mile run, which, like I said, I always really did bare minimum. Upper body strength was never my strong suit. So I did bare minimum push-ups, wide arm, as easy as I could make them basically. Sit-ups were fine. I didn't have a problem with those. And then the 2-mile run I was fine with until I got hurt and had to have surgery, and ever since then I kind of struggled with it. So I got put on a profile, and I do the 2.5 mile walk, which I don't have a problem with. So with the new ACFT, the new fitness test for the Army, you can't really just do that anymore. The events are a little tougher. You actually have to train for them. They don't have a walk as an alternate event. Right now it's the row, the bike, and the swim. I can pass the row, I can pass the swim. Not that I'll ever do the swim because no one here really has access to a pool like that. And I haven't tried the bike since they lowered the distance. It was like 15,000 meters, and now it's 12 in 25 minutes. The swim the row is 10,000 in 25 minutes. The other events are deadlift, which I never really had a problem with. It's easier now to do the minimum now that I know how to deadlift correctly. But before, even when I wasn't doing it right, I was okay with that. Then you have the standing power throw, which I passed that, though it's pretty close to the minimum, but it has gotten better since I started training for it in May. And then the hand release push-ups, which, yay, weak point, right? Like, I suck at upper body strength. So the hand release push-ups, you have to go down, extend your arms out into a T position, and then push back up, and your body has to maintain a straight line when going up and down. When I first started doing it, I thought I was doing it correctly, but found out that my shoulders kind of lead the rest of my body, so it's not really in that straight line. It's more my shoulders and then my body goes. But that's something I've been working on, learning different parts of my body to engage while doing it, what to keep tight, what it feels like. Then there's a sprint drag carry. We have to sprint, drag 90 pounds, do a side shuffle, carry 2 40-pound kettlebells, and then sprint under 3 minutes. I'm okay with that. My biggest struggle with the new test is the leg tuck, and the leg tuck involves pulling your body up on a pull-up bar, holding the bar like this instead of like a pull-up, but like this with alternating grip, and then bringing your knees to your elbows. 0 upper body strength. Since May-ish, I've been attending CrossFit. First it was just personal training at the CrossFit twice a week, and then it slowly changed into now I actually attend classes and do kind of things on my own and stuff like that. When all of this started, so my heaviest weight was about 210, 215, and that was in like 2015. That kind of was my wake-up call. Once I got that under control meaning under 200, that's kind of where I was back about a year and a half ago. I did get it into the 180s, and then, like I said, would fail the weight portion of the Army, height and weight, but then pass the tape. But I didn't like the stress that was involved every 6 months of having to get taped. And so I started Weight Watchers in July of last year, and that helped. I started at 198 and quickly lost quite a bit of weight. I was 178 in October of last year. That's when I got married. Put on a little bit of weight around the holidays and our honeymoon, which was in December of last year, and then got down to 175 when I went to my training in March at Fort Leonard Wood. And I was actually happy with that. I hadn't been 175 consistently in a long time, but with some of the downtime we had at training, because that's when COVID started and everything, I was soon realizing that I really need to start focusing on the events for the ACFT. And I got back, well, I started there, but then the gym shut down. So when I got back, I met with a few different personal trainers, picked one that I liked, and have ever since really been focusing on it. Since I started doing that, for a while I still continued Weight Watchers, but I kind of stopped it, and I wanted to see if I could maintain everything I had learned from it, as far as eating goes and healthy lifestyle, without relying on the point system, without relying on the app. And I haven't really lost a whole lot more, but because of CrossFit and stuff like that, I have gained a lot of muscle. I am currently hovering around 170, 171, but I've pretty much kind of plateaued out a little bit. I'm not unhappy that the weight loss has stopped, because I'm still doing CrossFit, I'm still getting stronger. Again, my main goal while losing weight is nice, and getting down under the Army's minimum for their weight standards, passing the ACFT was always my main goal. So that's what I continue to focus on. But I decided I needed, other than going to CrossFit, watching what I eat, posting videos of workouts and stuff, I needed something else to kind of help me be accountable. So I decided to do this. I watch a lot of other people on YouTube with their weight loss journeys, and there are some people I really, really enjoy. And I thought this would be a good idea and a good way to help me keep focus even when I start to lose it. The biggest problem I find is when, especially with me, and I'm sure probably a lot of other people, is when the scale stops moving, or you stop seeing the results that you're looking for, or you kind of plateau, to not just quit and to keep going, and to realize it is a journey. It's a marathon, is on a sprint. And so I've gotten over a few plateaus since all this started, since I started this whole process, and I'm glad that I've continued on, because I am slowly, very slowly, but slowly getting more fit and losing the weight and reaching my own personal goals. And so, especially being stuck at home and working from home and all this stuff, I wanted to have a way to keep me motivated. Especially in Michigan, winter's here. I mean, not really, it's technically still fall, but it's cold. And I don't like running in the cold. I don't like running outside when it's cold. I ran 2 miles the other day, and it was like 35 degrees. And actually I did okay running, and then at the end my lungs really hurt. And it takes a lot more to motivate me to get outside and run and walk and all this stuff when it's chilly out, as opposed to in the summer and the fall and the spring when it's not. So I needed something else to help me focus on this journey. So that's kind of what this is going to be. I'm going to think of other things to keep me motivated. Like right now I'm doing the month squat challenge. I'm on day 8. Yesterday was a rest day. The day before that I did 80 squats. I think today's like 100. By the end of the month I should be at 235 or something like that, which I can't even imagine doing 235 squats in one sitting. The 80 that I did the other day kind of hurt. But I guess that's why you add a little bit every day, because eventually you'll get there. The month before that, I did a plank challenge for November, and the month before that was some other ab challenge, and it wasn't like planks, it was like, I don't know, I don't remember, some arm reaching ab thing. So that's kind of my one goal, is to have a different challenge to do for 30 days every month. Try to get other people to do it with me. And then maybe try, other than CrossFit, try other things. I've done beach bodies, country heat. I've gone through that. I've done 100 morning meltdown. That was fun. I'm currently on lift 4, which I like the exercises, and I feel like I get a really good workout. I hate that it's very kind of blah though. Like there's no music that plays. The trainer just talks the whole time, which is fine. I don't mind if you're talking, but give me some music. Like I need something else to focus on other than my arms feel like jello. I think the next one, when I finish lift 4, that I'll try is muscle burns fat or something like that. I've heard good things about that, and so I think I'll try that next. I still do country heat once in a while when I feel like I need to get up and move, but I don't want anything too intense. It's a good little cardio session. You can make it super hard by adding certain things to it, like a weighted vest, or make it super easy just by moving. So I do like having that option. So yeah, this is my journey. I'll show you a picture of what I look like before. I have some pictures of when I was at my heaviest, but as many of you probably know, when you don't like how you look, you kind of avoid the camera or don't keep the pictures that are taken. But I started tracking, taking pictures of what my body looked like, because I know that sometimes your body changes and you don't necessarily see it unless you take pictures, and so the scale doesn't always reflect that. And so I had started, I don't remember, I'll have to look, I think it was 198 when I took my first picture. It might have been 195, 192, somewhere in there. And this is before I started wearing the same thing every time I took pictures. So in this one, and as you see the pictures throughout, I'm wearing different clothes until at some point I just made sure I had the same position, the same background, the same clothes, so you could really see the changes. My next goal, I'm at 170, this morning I was 171, but like I said, I've been hovering around 170, 171. My next goal is 168, and maintaining that. I've dropped down to like 169 and 168, but haven't really maintained it. So it's getting to 168, maintaining it, and then 165, maintaining that, and then 163, which is the Army's max weight for my height. And then after 163, working down towards my goal of like 150, 155. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I'm 5'7", and I'm not muscular, but I have muscles, and so I don't know, with all that involved, if I actually ever get down to 150, 155. But we'll find out. It's a journey, and like I said, my main goal is to pass the ACFT, be able to do the leg tuck without an issue, be able to do the hand release push-ups and not struggle so much, and then once I know I can pass all the events, then working on increasing the points for each event. I hope you'll, maybe if anyone out there struggles with weight or struggles with fitness or struggles getting over that hump, getting over that plateau, pushing on even when things aren't going well, finding things to keep you motivated, challenging yourself. I hope this journey, my journey, can help you. I hope maybe you can find other people that you can connect with that can help you. Weight loss is hard, and it can be a struggle, and it's not a one-time thing and then you're good. It's the rest of your life. It's something you have to be aware of and work for. I'm not one of those people that has a super fast metabolism and struggles to gain, weight. I definitely am the opposite. My metabolism is pretty slow, that it is getting better, but I struggle to lose weight, and so it's something I constantly have to work for, and I try not to focus on it too much, and I never was really unhappy until it became stressful to do the weigh-ins for the military. And so I wanted to not, even though I think the way that the Army does it is archaic and there's better ways to figure out body fat percentage, I want to stay in. And so to do that, I have to meet a standard. And that added a lot of stress, and so I wanted to not be stressed twice a year because I'm of getting weighed in. So like I said, my goal started as that, and I've accomplished that. I'm not really stressed about the taping. Like, I'm not meeting the weight standard yet, but I haven't been anywhere close in the taping in the recent times I've done it. So I'm happy with that, and the next step is to pass the ACFT. So I hope this maybe inspires people, maybe helps people out, maybe gives people a look into real life weight struggles and staying motivated. And sometimes you just don't want to work out, and you kind of have to push yourself, and you have to do something because something is better than nothing. So yeah, I'll be here for you for that. Thanks.